What we doing?
We doing everything. But Snoop, I was checking for Snoop.
Well, yeah, I try to go on
His,
this page.
yeah, his page went off when I went to it. I was talking to Snoop, but shout to Lena,
Yeah,
big zone, big zone. So what you think about tonight?
like I said, tonight was an epic battle.
Epic
uh,
what?
Celebration. I don't know, but I want to say I gotta say battle because it's what I mean by battle is still a celebration because it's how you play your songs, and I
Yes,
keep
sir.
telling people the curation is key, and I feel like Nelly saw his whole playlist, and so when not Nelly but Ludacris saw his whole playlist, and he had it a certain way, which Nelly had his playlist too, but it's like I think Luda just he played he checkmated a little bit on certain things. He
Keep
checked
talking. I think this is Snoop right here. Keep talking.
Snoop.
But what did you think that Nelly did that Luda didn't do? Or no, what do you think that Luda did that Nelly didn't do?
Okay, it's important to do sound check and playlist. It's very important how you play your songs in order. But I think tonight, I think if you got to do sound check, you got to do every step of the way because it's a celebration. But it's how you celebrate. It's key. You got to keep. And I like how they felt the energy, and Nelly took it there. He played that eagle, and he picked it back up. You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
that
He
eagle
played
was
that
special.
eagle. He got back in his zone. He got back in his zone.
That eagle was special.
Yeah, he got back in his zone.
But what's more special than that eagle is the sound check. Tim, tell them why the sound check is important, man. And everybody did sound check, but the rules is a certain set of rules that we send out via your Wi-Fi, via your sound check, via the things that we send to them. We send
Yeah,
them a versus kit.
yeah, but it was still
Now,
fun.
who
It was
used
very
that
fun.
versus kit, you can tell. Who don't use that versus kit, you can't tell. And we have a Zoom as a backup. So we have a back room with both parties connected in the Zoom.
Uh
And the baby's crying because he bumped his head. But go ahead.
oh. Nah, it definitely was a great party tonight. I feel like ATL really showed out tonight.
I
St.
think they
Louis
both. I
showed
think
out.
they both. I think
I
they
feel like
both showed out.
The Midwest and the South really showed out tonight. They showed out tonight.
Yeah. But did we send out the versus kit?
Yeah, we always send the versus kid out.
Luda used his versus kit tonight. You can tell.
The
You
versus
know?
kit is very important. It's like Inspector Gadget. Go, go, Gadget, go.
Yeah, we done put so much time into making this versus kit right. Shout out to Roland. Shout out to the Roland team for putting something together that's dynamic for the sound.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Badia said Luda was calling her. Luda was definitely prepared. He was very serious about this. Nelly was prepared too. I
Everybody
just
was
think that
prepared, but it's
I
like,
just
what I'm saying? Just it's important, you know, just
everybody got their role in package. They said Nelly. What happens is when you do a sound check by yourself, it sounds good. But once the next person check in, it compresses the sound. JD, keep that same energy. Jagged Edge verse 112. Can you make that happen? Can you make that happen, JD? Because a lot of people say what they want to see, but can you pick up the phone and make that happen? I would love to see Jagged Edge verse 112. Get him on the phone, JD. Let's go.
come on now. Don't play no games.
Let's go. And
Yeah.
who do you see Snoop? Because I seen Snoop call that Hove. But who else?
A little birdie told me that Busta wants some of that smoke.
So Snoop and Busta.
Man,
But
that energy.
how does that make sense though? Do you like what makes that great?
Because you looking at two pioneers that you wouldn't expect, and when you play those playlists together,
Uh.
ooh.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna tag this Snoop right here.
Okay, I'm gonna get off. Let you talk to Snoop. I'm gonna
Yeah,
listen.
I'm gonna tag Snoop in right now. I want to see what Snoop got to say about that. Because
Okay,
he said Snoop Dogg versus anybody. I'm gonna tag Snoop in, then I'm gonna tag you back in.
go ahead, do your thing, brother. I'm listening.
All right.
So yes, sir. What's happening with it?
Oh man, was you tuned in tonight, King?
Man, I was watching from the start to the end, man, through the snowstorm, through everything.
Man, so what was your good moments and what was your bad moments? Because we taking all notes tonight.
Well, the only bad moment was the sound and
The
the
Wi-Fi.
weather. Yeah, yeah, and which we you can't have no control over Mother Nature or whatnot. That was the only thing
Facts.
bad. But as far as like music, there was nothing bad. Their spirit was beautiful. Their energy, the way they loved each other.
Yes, sir.
Stories how they started together and how they used the same producers and how they had that particular record that Luda pulled out that they did together. Like it was more love than anything. Even though it's competitive, like what hip hop is, we love to compete whenever we making records, but it's always love at the end of the day because we love that particular artist and we can see the fact that they loved each other and it showed.
Facts.
It showed tonight.
Facts. Shout out to the UK in the building. Let me ask you a question. So I heard that you made a statement for the verses with Jay-Z. If it wasn't Jay-Z, what will be your next energy? Because we know our brother Jay is an amazing guy. He's a busy guy. Because both dogs said that they wanted it with Jay-Z.
But neither
You
one
and
of the dog, but
DMX.
neither one of the dogs called each other out because it's a dog respect there. You noticed that, right?
I peeped that. I peeped that.
Did you peep
And most
that?
people,
Like the
and a
dog
lot
was
of
like,
people,
no,
dog versus dog. I mean, I seen a lot of that. But besides that, we need some West Coast in verses.
right,
Versus is not just a East Coast thing, a down South thing, or a West Coast thing only. It's a global thing. And music and creative celebrating each other is a global thing. So, and we're gonna try Jay-Z just off of GP, just so he could say yes or no. We got to give him that respect. He might
right.
surprise us. But coming from the West and growing up in hip hop, who else or what else? Like, what's if it's not Jay? What's the plans for the dog? What we want to do because we definitely need the West Coast in the building.
Well, it's one artist that I got a lot of love for that I feel could stand the heat because he's been making heat for many years. He's been changing the game for many years. He's been a part of a hip hop group before
Mm,
I was out, and we was fans of that. Me and Warren G, we loved Leaders of the New School.
woo,
When he went solo and went bananas, and he put the flip mode together and went bananas with that. He found a new burst of energy. Always made dope videos. Was always animated, and
mm,
he always brought it like year in year out. And he was one rapper that I hated getting on stage after because him
mm.
and Split Star would leave a half a stage for you to finish up on. Because that's how hard he would rock on stage. So I feel like putting all that into the equation, Busta Rhymes just seems like he fits the bill because he could handle the whole weight.
So you think that's pretty crazy? Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes,
Yeah, animation
animation. Now
because he's very animated.
and that's what I was about to ask you because Snoop is laid back in the zone.
He got rocks though. Snoop got rocks that rock the house though. That turn up.
So you thinking Babyface and Teddy Riley rap zone?
That's what it feel like because I was getting in the game. 91 was when cover came out. Leaders of the New School was like 90, towards the end of 90, if I'm not mistaken, or early 90. And we love Leaders of the New School. We love when Tribe Called Quest made that record and put all the niggas on it, and Busta Rhymes killed that shit in, and all of that. Like, we was fans. And then once I met Cuz, we became family. So that's watching the versus battle. And it's like, if I do a versus battle, it got to be somebody that I love, first of all. It can't be, I hate you and I'm trying to outshine you. It's got to be, I love you and I want to shine with you.
Man, Snoop, Busta. That's an iconic event.
That changed the game, man. For 4 years straight, I'm gonna give you the truth. 4 years straight, every rapper in the game had to spend $1 million on a video to try to keep up with Cuz.
That's a fact.
And it wasn't just the visuals; it was the song to match the visual. It had to have a bomb song to get you the visual to spend $1 million. He demanded $1 million every video, 4 years straight.
Cause I was thinking Missy and Busta, but Snoop and Busta is crazy.
You don't want to do girl boy because it ain't gonna look right.
I want to do girl boy, but the guys don't want to. They don't want no.
They don't want that because if the guy happen to lose, how that's gonna look? Because Missy got weight. You got to put Missy up against Janet Jackson.
You know what I like about Snoop and Busta is that y'all got the timeless records to tell the story that's gonna last. Like y'all got moments in people's lives that songs that people gonna care about. You understand? And Busta is an East Coast dynamic. Snoop is a West Coast dynamic. Busta is a global dynamic. Snoop is a global dynamic. I know just off a deep cover is gonna be some smoke.
Yeah.
I think you doom. Come on, man. You know, Jesus. And by the way, the women want to go up against the men more than they want to go celebrate with the women. The women want to celebrate with the men more than they want to celebrate with the women. You know, so
you
that's
gotta
why
have a hell of a catalog, and you can't have no pride if you're going up against a female. Those are the two things that's required: a hell of a catalog and no pride.
That's fact. Everybody's saying, you know, Guy Usher and he's saying Snoop J. But we want to talk about people that's going to really, and no disrespect, but I know Busta want that smoke too. He want that celebration too.
He got enough too. He got enough heat. I wouldn't have said his name if I didn't feel he had enough heat. Woo! This 20 rounds of action we talking about. I just watched versus 4 weeks ago.
And I don't want to get in your zone too tough, but what would be the first song that you play Snoop versus Busta if that was to happen?
I had to come with some energy because, you know, I can't come out, you know, laid back with my mind on my money. I got to come out aggressive.
Ooh.
You know, I come with some real aggressive. I got some rhymes.
It's because I'm down for my... Because I'm down. That's how you feel?
I mean, I'm in the spirit of the versus battle, man. I mean, that's go, man. I mean, y'all got some great going on. The energy is right. It's like, it's what we needed right now. We needed a celebration where we can all get together and be all about positivity. There's no negative energy in that room at all.
Nah, let me ask you a question. You got a robe on right now?
Man, you better know it.
robe with the Lakers jersey under it.
I just felt like it today, Swizzy.
Oh man. Man, I appreciate you, King. I'm gonna go. Me and Tim gonna go make some phone calls because we definitely need the West Coast in the building immediately.
Whoever you put on the other side of the ring, I'm already standing.
2020. You know, they say 2020 is a bad year. That depends on what side of the fence you're standing on. You got to make 2020 your year.
You better know it. My favorite number is 20. I'm 2 all the time. You better know it.
Jesus. I love you, King.
Hey,
I
thank
love
you,
you.
Swizzy, and thank y'all for tuning in, and thank y'all for the versus battle, and hopefully I can get in the ring.
I see a lot of Snoop versus IQ. I
They
see a
want
lot
me
of
and Cube, my OG.
I see a lot of it. I keep seeing Snoop versus Ice Cube, but I think that for me and Tim being curate, I think it's too predictable.
I need to see Cube and LL Cool J.
LL Cool J is a special guy too.
Him and Ice
Is
Cube makes a difference. Let me give you some game real quick.
please
NWA, Boys in the Hood. Cube wrote Boys in the Hood. NWA first album, Straight Outta Compton, the Police, all that shit. That's about 5 or 6 rocks on there. Then he got America's Most Wanted, which dropped 30 years ago today. It's about 5 or 6 on
today
that.
was a good day. Hold up,
Wait a minute,
today's
I'm just
what's
giving
the
you albums.
anniversary of
We,
his
we,
verse
ain't even,
of his
we
verses
ain't even
today?
got that far yet. We only on his first solo. Then you got Death Certificate. You got about 5 or 6 on that. No Vaseline. That's when he went after NWA. Then you got motherfucking Kill at Will, Dead Homies, and Jacket for Beats. Then you move on up to motherfucking West Side Connect Gang. You
You
understand me?
might be on to something, Snoop.
I'm telling you what I
You
know.
might be on to something.
That's my OG right there, cuz I would never get in the ring with that because I can't swing with that.
Snoop, hold
With
up.
him and LL,
Ice Cube versus LL.
man, please. Whoa, that's wild.
I'm gonna tell you something real talk. We wasn't thinking like that.
I will push pause on mine to get that one going on. I will be in the cut to make. I will be sparring with Q before I get mine on to make sure my OG hit the ring first.
Listen,
Just because gracefully, I am the one who respects the elders. My G should get that before me.
Tim, we gotta make some phone calls. Look, I just seen
LL
Busta.
on live right now.
We gonna get to LL. I got his direct.
We can
I
jump
ain't
right on
never.
his live page right now. I'm pretty sure somebody feeding the info. And Q
I
went,
need you to go to
Q
his
went
live
live today.
page.
Look, Q
Look,
went live today for the first time ever.
Cube is a very serious mastermind. Buster's ready to talk right now. So I think he heard us, by the way.
He's
So
supposed to.
I want you to go to LL page and tell him about that Cube idea because I
I'm
need to
going
connect.
right now.
Please,
I'm finna pump the fuel.
please,
Let's go.
let's go.
Holla at me.
Yo, I love you, King.
Love you too, Swizzy.
Big Zone.
Yo,
You was in the Maybach. What was you doing, King?
yeah, I'm in the streets now.
So Snoop Dogg said,
Huh?
you know, he shouted out uh, Jay-Z, and we know Jay-Z is busy. Everybody's busy. But I said, you know what? If it wasn't Jay-Z, who would it be? And he said, the person that was a part of Leaders of the New School, Busta Rhymes, one of the most diverse artists of the East Coast. Because I said the West Coast got to be in the building, and he said Busta Rhymes, and I said me and Tim got to make the call because I don't, Busta might be busy too. Yeah, I don't know.
When it come to this hip hop, I ain't never too busy.
Mm,
That's first and foremost. And number two, I don't think anybody can actually, anybody that knows me knows how much, not only do I love Snoop, but I respect Snoop. And I don't think people really realize how hard Snoop works.
mm,
And I think people should really do their research to understand that when you really want to battle while celebrating each other, greatness and legacy, ain't too many people could, light the dynamite stick and explode the whole fucking universe and create a climate shift other than a me and a Snoop, especially when we come together. So my paperwork is in, Playboy.
wait a minute, because I see a lot of Buster versus Missy. Now how do we feel about that? I'm just telling you what people are saying in the comments. Buster versus Missy.
I mean, that's a really obvious and to be expected celebration of greatness because
You know, I don't know if people are familiar, but it's like Missy is like my twin sister.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I look at Missy, when I see Missy, I see myself. Because Missy, she is the only person that I can actually say was as brave and was as courageous and was as outrageous and was as willing to challenge the status quo the way I was able to do
right.
it, was willing to do it. And she wasn't only willing to do it, she did it successfully. Like to this
Mm,
day, there is no female that can with Missy. And I'm saying that on the record. I'm not asking nobody no questions. I'm not going to argue or debate with nobody. Missy is
right.
my favorite female MC to ever exist on this planet. And that's
Mm,
not taken away from anything that was before her, because obviously a lot of what was before me and Missy is what inspired me and Missy. You know, Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson and Prince and, you know, them, that level and that caliber of performance and character and and you know, George Clinton and, you know, Bootsy Collins and James Brown, like we was after that level of showmanship. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
so, but what makes you versus Snoop special?
Because you can't, there's nothing obvious about what me and Snoop is gonna come with. See, you know, me and Missy got similarities with the characters, and we got similarities with the outrageous outfits. Like, even if you compare us not only on a music level but on a visual level, right?
Mm,
There's a lot of things that we've done that you could see that we come from a particular bloodline.
so,
You know what I'm saying? Like you could see that you almost know what to expect when
hold
you
on.
see.
Fadia from Instagram said Busta versus Missy makes so much sense.
Who said that?
Busta Busta versus Missy makes so much sense, and he's not scared of going against a woman.
Oh, not at
I'm just
all.
saying.
Let me explain something to you. The only woman that would be worth a challenge to me would be Missy. Period. It is what it is. I wouldn't waste my time. And again, it's not a disrespect to no other woman, but Missy is not just a female genius. She's a genius. Period. Like I'm actually gonna be. I'm gonna put it to you like this.
Uh,
Yeah, give me a cold Heineken or something. Thank you. Yo,
so
if
If
Missy,
Missy wanted to go,
let me finish saying what I
If
was
Missy
saying.
wanted to go, what was the zone?
If Missy wanted to go against me, I'm doing it. But this is my. But let me
If
finish
Missy
making my
wanted to
point.
celebrate with you, you doing it.
If Missy wanted to celebrate with me, it is an automatic green light. But
Got it.
what I'm saying is, again, I gotta do like for me. I would love to do the Snoop thing first because Snoop, Snoop, Snoop got a different level of clever going on. Snoop different with the clever. Like Snoop is dangerous, bro. Snoop dangerous as hell because quiet as kept, Snoop might have outworked everybody.
Quiet.
Quietly, Snoop might have outworked everybody. Snoop's work ethic is so unmatched. And I don't think people realize that. Like, yo, Snoop does everything. Snoop is a vampire in films. Snoop is with Martha Stewart on TV. Snoop. He done rhymed in every group, from Death Row to Dog Pound to East Siders to like,
Big facts.
yo. There's so much different Snoop got his hands in. Snoop a football coach. Snoop Snoop is like, he got a trillion different hats that people. Snoop was a game show host. Like, I don't think people really understand how much. And I'm just talking about on a rap level that Snoop got in the stash that might not even and may not have ever been on your radar. And that's the excitement for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't think people got as many. Snoop might got 20 albums and don't even realize that.
No Limit Zone too.
Huh?
He got the No Limit Zone too.
I didn't even touch on that, but that's what I'm saying. It's so countless that I don't really think people really sing praise to Snoop in the
Let
way
me
that.
ask, because I asked Snoop this question too.
Yeah.
What would be your first song that you play celebrating Snoop? And it
My,
could change. It could change.
that's a good question, son, because I ain't gonna front. There's so many Snoop moments. It wouldn't be. I couldn't name one first song. I would have to name about 3 or 4. If I could name the 3 or 4, then I'll do that. But I can't name one.
Name the 3 or 4. Name the 3 or
You got
4.
my
Just so
favorite Basquiat piece around your neck too. With all due respect,
this
let me
the
take a
wall.
look at that real
This the
quick.
Warhol one. This
That's
the
the
wall.
Warhol. Excuse me.
I gave Nas the
Warhol.
Basquiat. Yeah, this the Warhol.
I love that.
Thank you, King.
You know, every now
Hip
and then,
hop. You got hip hop around your neck right now.
I mean, you know, this is the regular. But you know, every now and then it's beautiful when you could pull out, you know, one of the that the kings get buried in the tombs with. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's. I'm looking at the comments, and everybody said they want to do a poll vote.
They want to what?
They want to do a poll vote.
A poll
Everybody
vote
said do the poll and let the people decide. I'm seeing this.
of who I should be up with, of who I should
Yeah,
do my
you got 2
celebration.
options: Missy versus Busta, Busta versus Snoop. I'm just looking at the comments because
Wow.
you know, it's about 40,000 of us just communicating after the battle.
Wow.
Um, the people want the poll,
I
but
mean,
whether it's Snoop or Missy, let's just say it's Snoop, which I would love. See, I
right.
got my West because we need the West Coast, and I would love to see the West Coast in versus for sure. Uh,
I ain't gonna front. I've been in that direction a little more so myself because you know, again, I'm a lot more familiar with running towards the challenges that make me a little more uncomfortable than not. Like
so
that's what I've done my
so
whole
you
career.
feel that you're more familiar with Missy versus the South part that Snoop's gonna come to you with. Snoop is gonna
Yeah,
challenge you a little
yes,
more. You feel
yes,
because you and Missy grew up in the same family in that
yes.
same zone.
That's exactly what I'm
I
saying.
respect that. I
Missy,
respect that. I like that. I
Missy,
like that.
you
I
know,
like the unexpectedness of Snoop and Busta. I like Missy versus Mary.
I like Missy versus Mary too, but I want to hear Missy. See, Missy bars is a little dangerous too. Like, don't let the antics misconstrue the fact that Missy got bars
Big
and
bars.
she will bust your ass too on some rap. So I personally need Missy to
Hold on, we
come.
might need Missy versus Lauren Hill.
I f- with that. I f- with that. See, the only problem I have with that though, Lauren Hill catalog ain't long, son. You know, outside of the miseducation of Lauren Hill, as powerful as that album is, I don't know if her catalog could compete with Missy. She got
Yeah, but it's 20 zones. Lauren got 20 zones,
okay.
and
You right between
Missy and Little Kim. Little Kim got a 20 that's serious.
yeah, you right. You absolutely right about that. I mean, I ain't mad at that neither. I'm not mad at that at all.
I'm just giving out zones, but the 4, the 3 or 4 that you would play if it was Snoop. Let's get back to that
Okay.
because that was
First,
special.
first and foremost, Deep Cover was such a climate shifting movement because I don't think we ever heard of. First of all, Snoop introduced a tone vocally to the game that the game has never heard or experienced with just the way his voice octave is naturally. Like just the way he sounded, it was almost like Oh my God, what the f is really happening here? You know what I'm saying? So Deep Cover is one of my favorites from Snoop.
And what would if he played deep cover? What you gonna answer deep cover with? Woo!
Busta Rhymes?
Oh yes.
Um, well, I'm really like, I'm really. If Snoop came with Deep Cover first for me, I would probably have to come back with like, I might come with, I might have to come with a me and Swizz special. I might have to come with a tear the roof off or something like that, son.
Not after deep cover, and I love the record that we did. We can't do tear the roof off after deep cover.
I mean, that's what you feel, but the problem is,
I feel if he played deep cover, you gotta hit him with the do dum dum dum.
I guess if you match in octaves, that's cool. But see,
Yes.
I'm a showman on stage, right? And I know if me and Snoop did them two records on stage, right? What my energy is gonna be on that stage to that
No, you
song.
gotta play. He played deep cover. You better play scenario. What are we talking about? Are you crazy? What? Don't be crazy in here.
Hey yo,
He come with deep cover. You come with as
Swizz,
I
you gotta let
combine
me
with the boots
Swizz,
and divine
but
healer, healer, bring it back on rewind,
Swizz,
powerful impact,
Swizz,
oh for the cannon.
you gotta let me throw my curveballs. I'm not giving away on this phone call with you, Playboy.
Okay.
Don't ask me when I'm coming back with. We gotta say that
Okay,
on the phone.
you just threw me way off.
Make sure you understand
You threw me
something.
way off. I can't lie.
Make sure you understand Swizz Beatz because I might make
Sharon,
like sound clash, you know.
a big song.
He come like bomber cloud, sound clash,
I
you know.
see Bus. I see Usher in the comments making a lot of references. Who do we see Usher celebrating with?
Usher celebrates with. Usher should
I see
celebrate with.
I see Usher versus
He
Chris
gotta go.
Brown.
He
I
gotta go
see
with Chris Brown.
I see Usher versus Chris Brown. I see a lot of Usher versus Timberlake, but for the culture,
Listen, man. Listen. Usher and Chris Brown gotta be it, man. That's it.
everybody tell
You
Usher
asking my opinion, I'm giving it to you, big bro.
Usher versus Chris Brown.
I don't want to see no Usher and Justin Timberlake. I want to see Usher and Chris Brown.
Why you don't want to see Usher? So somebody said Usher versus Trey Songz. I don't.
I don't know. I think Usher and Chris Brown, they got a lot of them. They got a lot more of them tempo records that go toe to toe with each other to me, bro.
We might got to do a poll with that too. Usher versus who?
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Because Usher been ready for the verses a long time, and you know, I think the male R&B is time as well.
It's absolutely time.
Usher versus who? Is it Usher versus Chris Brown? Is it Usher versus JT, Justin Timberlake? I think those two. I don't. And I vibe with Trey Songz, by the way. That's my guy. But I just think that Usher versus Chris Brown is dynamic. Usher versus Justin Timberlake could be crazy. A lot of people saying Chris Brown versus Drake.
You know what? I think I might have to change my opinion on that.
Okay, I'm listening.
I forgot that Justin Timberlake, you know, once he got into his real solo zone, he definitely started heating up, especially amongst our people with Pharrell in them. You feel me? He definitely
Timbaland
started
and Pharrell.
In our community of music, amongst black folks and the so-called urban community, Justin Timberlake definitely started to sizzle up with Pharrell and Chad, and I can't front on that. They got a mean catalog of together, and I can't front. Timbaland and Justin is a very dangerous. Them two motherfuckers. Timbaland, you gave Justin Timberlake a few things that I wanted for my God self, bruh. All right, Timbaland. Yes, you did.
You did.
Yes, you did.
B. Dot said, what did B. Dot say? Where did he just go? Busta Rhymes versus Fat Joe. Only way.
I want all of that smoke. Fat Joe, I love you, but I'm with all of the smoke too. And Fat Joe, you're gonna stop acting like you don't want to do this. You better get in this field with us and let's dance.
Woo!
Come on, Joe Crack. Come on, Crack. We violators, Playboy.
Woo!
Joe Crack, we are violators. You mean?
Woo!
You gotta come in this violate. That's what we do. Ain't taking no back talk from you neither.
Woo!
Crack, come get in this and dance.
I see a lot of J. Cole versus Kendrick Lamar in here too, though.
I think that's an amazing battle. I think J. Cole and Kendrick is amazing. I mean, you know, people already anticipating a duet album from them for some time. That conversation piece been in the works for a few years. You know what I'm saying? People want us. They already put them two toe to toe with each other.
But you know what I respect about you is that every name that I said Busta Rhymes versus, you said I'm with all the smoke. I respect that. I respect that part of your craftsmanship and your love for music. I respect that.
Yo, Swizz,
Oh,
let me
hold
just.
up. LL is in the comments right now.
Oh, that's
And
another
so
fellow violation.
they said LL versus Ice Cube.
That is
And
listen, that is unbelievably incredible. Just for the record,
LL, what we doing?
I was trying to get my request in for you to answer me on when you and Snoop was talking, and when I seen what Snoop was saying, not only do I agree with Snoop, but I'm speaking from firsthand experience. When Ice Cube left NWA, Leaders of the New School was waiting our turn to be put on by Public Enemy. And at the time, I was about 15 years old. And we used to go to this studio in Hempstead, Long Island. When I moved from Brooklyn to Long Island, and in Hempstead, Long Island, the studio headquarters for Public Enemy, the address was 510 South Franklin in Hempstead, Long Island. All right? And at that time, you came to Long Island in Hempstead with Sir Jinx. They started working on that America's Most Wanted album with Eric Vietnam Sadler, Keith Shockley, Hank Shockley.
Fat Joe saying, talk that bus. He in the comments.
Listen, I was sitting in there in the hallway in the staircase. Me, C. Brown, and Dinko. We would have a studio session booked like 5 o'clock in the evening. They got a little Chinese restaurant right across the street. And we would sit there and we would go and get our little $5 4-piece chicken wings and French fries. And just to be eating they waiting for Hank Shockley and Chuck and them to pull up and Keith in Vietnam. And them to show up sometime like around 9, 10 o'clock. And they're coming there with Q and Jinx. And them to turn around and tell us, y'all just got to go home tonight. We working with Ice Cube. And we used to be so heartbroken by that. But what it did in the process was it gave us a tough skin that allowed us not only to show how determined we was to get off that we wanted to get off, but it also gave us the tough skin to show us how determined we were, and we were not accepting that. You're not just telling us to go home and thinking we going home and that was going to be it. Nah, we would go home, we come back the next fucking day. We watch them come back and work. We watching that America's Most album get made from scratch, bro. Green Street Studios, 510 South Franklin in Hempstead, Long Island, and all of that was happening. Cube was putting his arm around us.
So who you got, Cube or LL? Let's get to the smoke.
You talking about gutter?
I'm talking about period. Cube versus LL.
I don't know if I could call that right now. Because let me tell you something. Number one, LL was known as the massacre other MCs on some battles. And he was doing it on features. And he was doing it on records that he was putting out.
But then he got Around the Way Girl and doing it well too.
But that's what I was going to say. He was known for massacring us, on records, and he was known for giving you the biggest records for the ladies on records. And that's where he might have an edge on Cube, because Cube ain't really make records for chicks too tough. You know what I'm saying? But Cube had a production.
Usher said LL versus Busta.
I'm with that smoke too. We both violent. And and we both Smiths. I'm Mr. Smith and he's Mr. Smith. I mean, he's big bro, Mr. Smith, but I'm gonna keep it a buck too though. My first rhyme I ever wrote, I was trying to be like LL. The rhyme was called Pulse Rate. I'm gonna spit it real quick. My pulse rate set of hearts will increase by the beats. When acknowledged by the listeners, the fresh lyrics I speak. Vocal tones of my voice increases with an extension. To approach or so exceed the fresh lyrics I will mention. See, the whole cadence in that, and the attempt to try to use big words, that was me really on some super LL fan with an LL shrine in my bedroom. Hung up all of his Word Up magazine pictures and Black Beat magazine pictures in my bedroom. LL was like the dude we all wanted to be like. And he ain't never stopped being that dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm still
that guy.
I'm still trying to be.
Busta's with all the smoke.
I'm with it all.
I'm with it all. The smoke.
I'm with it all. Listen, bro. Not only am I with all the smoke, when I go to the club or I'm at the airport, I sit in the smoking section. What is we talking about, man? I sit in the smoking section.
I'm gonna tag, yo, King. We gonna set it up for the verse. I'm gonna tag Usher, and he's a big top.
And I'm ready to go. Snoop Dogg, you are one of my favorites ever to exist on this planet. Not only as an MC, as a human being,
yes,
as
sir.
a father, as a source of inspiration. LL, so are you. Ice Cube, so are you. Timbaland, you and Swizz as well. Missy Elliott, of course. Congratulations to Nelly and Luda tonight. Serious. All right?
Big zone. Love you, Ken. I like that you with the smoke. We're going to get you up on here so you can break those records.
Oh, that's a fucking fact, brother. And it
Big
don't matter
zone.
what date you want to announce. I'm prioritizing this one here.
Let's
get
go.
To it.
Let's get it. All right, King.
Love.
Love. Ooh. ATL, what's up, King? Oh, you got the cup? What you got? Hold on. What you got in the Starbucks cup?
It's Nitro right here. Nitro Brew.
So, you know, a lot of people.
First of all, I just want to shout out everybody that supported my brothers tonight. That was amazing. You know what I'm saying? There's like there was no winner between the two of them because I feel like I'm the winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I get two incredible, iconic people whom I love. You know what I'm saying? These are my brothers, and I'm listening to their classics, and I'm like, man. And I ain't forgot none of them. You know how you most of the time you listen to records and they'll play, you like, yo, I forgot about that. Nah, they still relevant. And they right every time the records come on, because I done been in both of their concerts. They go up. You know what I'm saying?
Go way up.
Yeah, man. So,
go way up.
First of all, you got a couple of legendary artists when you're talking to Busta Bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's cracked or if it's LL, it's like, yo, I'm thinking like, yo, you gotta think Busta, he leaders of the new school. It's like you gotta get all that in too. So it can't be like when you was talking about Snoop. I love Snoop, and yeah, that Snoop, he all the smoke. He is the smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But trying to figure out how to put that one together. I just said I was on LL. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Although they have all that catalog, it's 20 songs, and I know 20 Snoops, and I know 20.
Yeah, but you gotta leave space for. Look at what happened tonight. Every time there was a technical difficulty, right? There's another opportunity to drop another record in just to keep you entertained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's only 20 songs, but then it's like they battle because they've been around the same amount of time, and crack ass too. You know what I'm saying? You're right. They both violators. You know what I mean? But man, it's crazy. Anyway, what you got me on here for? I know what you. What's
because the biggest talk is and I'm just going by comments, is the
Yeah.
biggest talk is you and CB. And I know y'all brothers, and I know that, you know, it's big brother, little brother, but this is a celebration, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. At
This
the end
is
of
a
the day, it's a
celebration.
celebration across the board, no matter who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And a lot
Yeah.
of people saying JT as well. So it's
Yeah.
equal. JT celebration, Chris Brown celebration, because all y'all are greats. And, you know, we haven't had uh, this dynamic yet. You know, so what is your take? What is your take on any of those things
For JT or for Chris?
for
I mean,
both
I
of them?
seen JT, I seen Chris, I seen Neo, I seen Genuine, I seen everybody. We all brothers.
Now we're talking
So
about JT and Chris, just to
okay.
narrow it down.
First of all, Chris is my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's family. That's my little brother. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
and then
for
we
sure.
got so many records that we've done together. So somewhere in there, we would have to actually pay tribute to each other and in the music. And I feel like I've been such a source of inspiration for all of these artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the
Yeah,
day, it's like I feel like I led and lead the way in so many ways. So whoever it is, it's gonna be a tribute in both directions. I think JT has done so much, man. You know,
mm,
like when I think about who he is with NSYNC and then who he became as a solo artist, you know what I'm saying? To me, that feels like it's worthy of my attention in that way. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, for me, CB is like a no. It's
The
like
lights went on. I'm
predictable. Yeah, yeah. CB, I feel like I like it,
hmm
but JT and Usher, because I don't think that people understand the dynamics that those two are going to bring that y'all two are going to bring together. We know what you and Chris. I know what you and Chris Brown are going to bring together, and that's
Yeah.
all. That's super greatness.
Yeah.
But you and JT is an unpredictable funk.
Yeah. That's right. I mean, you got two class act artists, you know, and for me, it ain't about building up the hype. You know, I'm never gonna be the fighter that's gonna, you know, forecast exactly where I'm at. But to me, it's not. That's not what it is. It's not a battle. It's a celebration more than anything. And even though I know it's the verses is the fact that one, we work with some of the same people. You know,
Yes,
working
sir.
with Pharrell, you know, and even I think at one point JT worked with JD or something. You know, maybe it was on a tribute. No, it was what's going on. I think that's what the first time they did something together. But my point is, rather it's been Timbaland or JD, we got so many classics to go back and forth. And I would really just want to celebrate him for his contribution to the culture and make sure that everybody understands that when we walk away from it, this is just a precursor to something that's going to be even bigger. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I
Like
agree
I'm,
with
I'm
that.
always focused on what happens after, not just what's happening right here.
I agree with that. I
Yeah,
agree with that. And since you've been talking, I've seen a lot of JTs jumping in here. Five
yeah.
Magazine went you and Chris Brown. Fat Joe went you and Chris Brown. But I see you and JT doing something that's not predictable. And
hmm
that's what I love about Versus is that we can put together. That's why I like Busta and Snoop.
hmm
Busta and Missy is predictable to me. I know what they're gonna do. The people that's why we like it, because we know what they're gonna do.
hmm
But Busta and Snoop, that's making Busta have to come a different way and Snoop gotta come a different way. And that's the versus effect. And that's what make it interesting because it's like I
That
didn't think
culture is
that
that
Snoop.
music. Is that culture is that music because of the time. I'm looking at how long Snoop's been in it and how long Busta's been in it. That's where it becomes complicated for me.
I, it doesn't become complicated because Busta's gonna curate to the energy that Snoop is on, and Snoop's gonna curate to the energy that Busta's on. Because you only could play 20. You understand? So you better pick that 20. And I know all those 20s not going to be leader of the new school. PTA might be one of them, and that might be it. But Buster's going to have to play in a space to answer those Snoop records. And Snoop gonna have to play in the space to answer to those Busta records,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna make them both step. They're gonna have to play Southpaw, and that's what's gonna make it interesting to because this is an educational celebration. You know what I'm saying? That's what me and Tim create. It's an educational celebration. So if you know to play, then it's like, oh, okay, you know, this is what they're gonna do. But if you don't know what they're gonna do, and then it's like, yo, Snoop played this after that. Nah, that was crazy. Busta played this. Oh, I ain't even know he did that. You know, because they both did songs that we don't know that they did, and that's what we not calculating. Because I got to do the homework on it. I was like, Busta called me and was like, yo, did you know I wrote this at such and such, and I did this? I'm like, and Snoop was like, yeah, you know, did you know that I did this and that I did that? I was like, no, at all. So I think,
you know what? You know another one that came to mind that no one has commented on, and I seen Monica's name come up. What about Monica and Brandy, bro?
Oh, you know that's high on the list. That's not a small thing. That's like the next ladies battle that we focusing on.
Yeah,
you understand? And so, and that's the obvious, but we have to give them that obvious because I can't see them celebrating someone or another person other than themselves because they just hold a great space for the moments and a great moment that they did, and I think it's a great representation from the ladies' side of the celebration. We definitely have to have Monica and Brandy, and Ray J was on the chat earlier, and he put that. You know what I'm saying? So Ray J, let's go. Monica.
Hey, yo, hold up, JD. He came in a minute ago and he said 112. You saw that?
I seen that 112 versus
Jagged Edge.
Jagged
I was
Edge.
like, okay.
I told him. I said, make it happen. And I see a lot of Lil' Kim versus Foxy Brown.
Ooh.
Then I see Lil' Kim. But then I see Lil' Kim versus Nicki.
Ooh.
I see a lot of that.
Yeah, but you know that's She Kim is Nicki is a product.
You already trending on Twitter right now. By the way, it's the Verzuz effect, King. That's just trending on Twitter. See, this is special, man. This is fun.
Yeah.
Maxwell versus D'Angelo. Maxwell versus D'Angelo. I'm looking like, woo.
I seen Tony Braxton versus Mary.
No,
you know
that's not a good one.
Yeah.
T.I. versus Jeezy.
T.I. versus Jeezy. Whoa.
I see that. I see Timbaland put that. Then I seen JD versus Diddy.
I seen it. Ooh.
JD versus Diddy.
That's Big Brothers right there. I ain't got no stake in that one. That's Big Bro.
Those both Big Bros.
Big
you know what I'm saying? But man, you know, what I'm gonna do is I want to do a poll.
Timbaland versus JD.
No, man. No. JD versus Diddy.
Yeah.
JD, they say Beyonce versus Rihanna. JD put the smoke. That means he with the smoke. JD's been with the smoke, by the way, with Diddy. He's been with the smoke. Smoke.
Diddy in here. Diddy in here too, right?
Yeah, I seen Diddy. Shout out to Diddy, the Ciroc Boys. They said Future versus 2 Chainz.
George Clinton versus Quincy Jones.
But we got something special with Quincy, baby. Don't worry about that. We got something special with that.
Yeah, but if we trend it, that's because it's something that people do want. And again, for me, it's a celebration no matter who, you know, we get on. But y'all my brothers, you know what I'm saying? And I'm watching what y'all doing, and I'm watching, you know, our catalog come to life in a way that it hasn't been seen in a while. And for the most part, people have, in my opinion, really forgot the magic of music. And I think that in these moments, maybe hearing stories about it and also going through the process, people begin to remember, one, what they felt in that time, but also two, you feel it. Music has become something else in this time, but those songs that have been played by classic artists who've been around forever, you being reminded of the special nature of what it was to create it and what it meant to music. So I'm proud to just continue to support y'all every time I see you. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
you know, I'm gonna get off now,
Thank
but
you.
I'm gonna just leave you with this.
I can smell the liquor on your breath, King. Zone,
All
zone, zone.
right.
I keep you posted, King.
Yeah, man.
Love, love. The GOAT.
What up?
LL Cool J, the GOAT.
Swizzy, what up, baby?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's
All
happening?
good. So a lot of people saying Cube versus LL, and Busta said he don't mind. You know, a lot of people been bringing up your name in a very historical way, and
Nah.
and I just
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
just give you your chance to talk to the people.
Nah, I think it's
Your
love, man. I think,
Wi-Fi a little.
can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Am
can
I
hear you
good?
now. Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
said, I think it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that, all the people that, are inspired by what I do, you know what I'm saying? And I'm appreciative and grateful. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? It's good vibes, man.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
vibes, man.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Good vibes. I hear him. I hear him out there talking. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question.
Everybody talking that talk.
Was you the first artist in hip hop to go platinum?
Nah, I wasn't the first artist to go platinum, but I was probably like one of the first rap artists to have like 10 platinum albums in a row, something like that. But Houdini was the first group to go platinum. You know what I'm saying? Houdini went platinum with
Houdini
Friends and
was the
with
first.
5 Minutes of Funk and yeah. Houdini, you got to remember Houdini, like, you know what I'm saying? They was the first to at least go platinum with an album. Before that, I mean, Sugar Hill Gang probably sold, a few million records of Rappers Delight. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. No doubt.
But have you had the longest consistent career as an artist?
I mean, probably, I first started in 84, you know what I mean? Swizz, like, I came in the game in 84, B. So, think about that. Like 1984 is 2020. You know what I'm saying? So, and like, when I started, remember, T-La Rock Made It Yours, it was on the
I
Def
love that
Jam
record.
production label. And then from that record, it went from production company to Def Jam, the label. And I was the first artist on Def Jam, like literally.
So you started Def Jam.
Yes, I was the first artist on the label Def Jam. T-La Rock was produced by Rick Rubin on Def Jam Productions for a label called Party Time and Streetwise. The first song on Def Jam, the label, was me. You know what I'm saying? I Need a Beat. That was in 84.
I Need a Beat.
Yeah, I Need a Beat was the first record on the label Def Jam. And then we took Def Jam from there, went to Columbia, you know what I'm saying? It went to Columbia Records, became a label and all that. You know what I'm saying?
So you started Columbia as well. So you started Def Jam.
No. I didn't start. No, we would. That was the first. They were the first ones to give us distribution, major distribution.
Got it.
Russell and Rick went to Columbia and got the distribution, and the game was, never the same, baby. Everything came after that.
What is anybody going to play after I Need a Beat? Jesus.
Oh, I don't know. Like, listen, man. Like, there's a lot of good music out there. The battles is, the verses is a fun time. You know what I'm saying? It's a good event.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's whatever, B. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it all depends on the zone and the mood and the vibe and what it is. I mean, these dudes, you know what I mean? Everybody can talk. Everybody's tough till you press play. You know what I mean? Everybody's tough till you press play, man.
Everybody's tough until you press play.
Yeah, you can't hide behind your chains, B. You know what I mean? You can't hide behind your chains.
I'm trying to tell everybody, L is a different. So let me ask you a question. What do you think about the Cube? Because everybody's saying LL and Cube. What do you think about Cube in that particular era? We know he's a great. We know he's an icon. But what does LL feel about that?
Cube's a homie.
Big
you know what I'm
homie.
saying? I love Cube. I mean, that's my dude. I mean, it's something to think about. It's something I would consider. I'd have to talk to him and see how he felt about it. I mean, I'm open to it.
Because the energy got to be right.
Yeah, but not only does the energy got to be right, but it got to be the right vibe for the crowd, right? Like, the music, what he talks about and what I talk about are very different. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to make sure the vibe is right.
So let me ask
you know what I'm saying, for the people.
Let me ask you one last question.
Yo.
If you could pull one name out the hat for Verzuz, who would it be?
If you could pull one name out the hat for Verzuz, who would it be? If you could pull one name out the hat for Verzuz, who would it be? If you could pull one name out the hat for Verzuz, who would it be?
If you could pull one name out the hat for Verzuz, who would it be?
Now I ain't gonna tell you because then I have to do it.
Because you,
You know
you
what I
know,
mean?
but it's a celebration though. It's a celebration.
Yeah, I know.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration.
It's a
It's a
celebration.
celebration, King.
Yo, let me see. Man, I mean, come on, man. We can always have some fun, B. I mean, it's all fun, you know what I mean? Because for me, battling is the other way. So, like, this is more like, this is a celebration. So, I don't know. Cube is fun. I mean, they all fun. You know what I'm saying? They all,
Who's
listen, man,
they?
I don't know, man. I know what you want.
Who's they?
I know what you want, Swizz. I know
Who's
what you want.
I'm reading the comments. I'm asking you what the comments are saying. The people want to know if LL could pull a name out the hat for Versus, who would that person be? And it's all love and it's all a celebration.
Yeah. I understand. I don't know because I have to really get at some thoughts. With like, I'm being honest with you. I'd have to really get that some
I see
thoughts.
Hove in the
You know
comments.
what I
I
mean?
see Hove in the comments. I see a lot of Hove.
Yeah, I mean,
I see
that could be something. I mean,
I see Drake in the comments. I see Hove in the comments. I see
right. But and you, those names, you see,
KRS-One in the
like when
comments.
you,
I see a lot of KRS-One in the comments.
and you know why that is? That's because I touch a lot of different areas with my music. So you got some
That's a
people on
fact.
here who only know me for my R&B singles.
Mm.
Then you got people on here who like me for Ill Bomb and like me for Eat 'Em Up, L Chill, and like me for them records. Then you got people who like me for 4321. But then you got people who like me for Around the Way Girl and Doing It. And then you got people that like me for Mama Said Knock You Out. And people who like me for Lounging. And people who like me with J-Lo. And people like, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on. So it's not as simple as people think because they're thinking about like I see LL versus they're thinking about parts of my catalog. But when you think about what I do in general, if you really take a good look, it's plenty of smoke there. A lot of smoke.
It's a big. It's you a dangerous weapon. You a dangerous. I haven't seen this. You. Whoa.
Yo, I got some. I got some things. Look. Listen, man. I mean, I'm definitely open to it. If somebody really want it, they should just call me out, and I'll consider it. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. I'm not calling nobody out, but if somebody wants me, just give me a call, and then I'll consider it. And if I feel like it's somebody that I feel it's going to really do it, and I feel like it's going to be a main event, and I feel like the people going to really go in, and we're going to bust through 1 million views, then I'll do it. If it's somebody that I don't feel like we're going to bust 1 million views, and we're going to crack the universe, I'm not going to do it. It's all about them bringing, somebody got to come to me that's worthy, that's a main event, that I feel is going to be crazy. And if they do that, then I'll do it. But not just for anybody, just because they made rap records. That's not enough.
I see a lot of Snoop Dogg and LL in the comments right now. A lot of Snoop and LL in the comments.
Snoop is a monster. You know what I'm saying? Cube is a monster. I mean, there's a lot of big monsters out there. You know what I'm saying? So
you a big monster, King. You a big.
It got to be big monster time. It can't be. I don't want to do like the kind of like that.
I gotta respect 100%. That. I respect you, King. I've known you to be in this zone since I've known you, and that's been a long time. And this is the spirit that we need for music, that hungry spirit, that celebration spirit. But just because you're celebrating, that don't mean you can't be passionate.
I'm super passionate. Passionate monster. Listen. It's nothing I like better. When I need a beat, I said the perfect place for MCs to do it, right? It's nothing better than, busting somebody on one of these in this Versus moment. They just got to be a super duper ginormous monster mega person, and it got to be an event, and we got to bust down 1 million views. It got to be somebody crazy.
Snoop said that's not the battle for him. He said out of respect, that's not his.
Look, look, Snoop is a monster. Like I said, and then there's the eras of it all too, right? Like it needs to be the right era. Like there's a lot of, I'm like a weird kind of thing because you got half your audience knows me for half my career. The other half knows me for the other half. Like a third knows me for a third of my career. Like, so it's a lot of different, you know what I mean? A lot of different people, a lot of vibes, you know what I'm saying? So it has to be the right person so that everybody can really come in and enjoy
Snoop
it. And we
said,
can make it a magic
I
night.
respect what Snoop's saying. Snoop said 20 songs with LL is hard. It's serious.
Yeah, I got 20 for him, B. Like for people, like I got 20 joints. I could give you 20 joints.
You
know
think
what I mean?
I don't know you can give us 20 joints?
No. I'm saying like I'm just sitting here
I
thinking
see
about
Will
how I
Smith
could
in the
do
comments.
it, though.
People saying Will Smith. Huh. I see Will Smith a lot.
I mean, me and Will could be interesting.
I don't see the Will Smith thing yet. Me personally, I see a lot of people saying,
I don't know because I think that people that say Will, they're thinking about, you know, me and Will being celebrities and well known and Will is
I'm
amazing.
talking 20
like,
joints.
Funk. Yeah, but I mean, Girls of the World, Brand New Funk, Summertime, Parents Just Don't Understand. I mean, he got a lot of joints.
20. I'm talking 20. That was 4.
I don't know if he has 20. I don't know, but he got a lot. You can't front on Will. Will is dangerous, B. Like, Will is a sleeper. And he'll, you know, I know what I do know is that Will is capable, and I know Will brings it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've seen Will tear up. Me and Will used to tour, you know, back in the days. You know, we've been on tour. We used to be on a school bus, on a yellow school bus on tour.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Me and Will was on a yellow school bus on tour. Be like the Jerry Freisen tour, run around doing push-ups in parking lots in the middle of nowhere.
They said
You know what I'm saying?
the comments said Will has 20.
Will is real. Will is a monster. I mean, you know, listen, anybody, all you got to do, get them, because my phone's about to die. All we got to do, they call me out. If they call me out, I definitely consider it. You got my word, I'll consider it.
I appreciate that, King.
You know what I'm saying? I'm open to it.
I appreciate
you know
that, King.
Verzuz,
Timbaland said Will got 20.
Okay.
I got to go. You know, I don't know everything. I'm a student still. Blessings. I love the views.
Now, Will is the real. Like, there is nobody that you've had on here who is not worthy. All of these artists are great. But all I'm saying is, for me, I want the creme de la creme de la creme de la creme. So you saying
Dr. Dre?
Nah, I can't. Nah, Dre's a producer. Dre got 50 artists. How am I do Dre? Like, Dre could be like, yo, okay, I'm just gonna do Snoop for you now. I'm gonna do M for you now.
No, Dre
is a label. No, but hold up. This is the funny thing about Dre. Dre is a label. Like, that's laughable. You can't even really do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, you might be able to say, okay, just on, you can only play that you rapped on. Yeah. But how can you do that? Dre's on a whole nother level because he's a producer. You know what I'm saying? And you're a producer. And you guys have produced for countless artists. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? That has done music as a musician person. You obviously a musician, but you're a producer, you know? So it's a different that's you and him.
I'm gonna end it on this one. LL versus Eminem.
Well, you know what? M first of all, M is like, it's like my man. That's the first thing. Cool. And then M, like, I don't, you know,
I'm just saying what the fans are writing. I'm reading there and that's it.
I mean, I just love M so much, man. I mean, you know.
You don't want to fry his fish?
I mean, nah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I would be open to playing records with M. I probably would be open to that. Like, you know, to do some, but the thing is, I would never like want to say anything. I would never say nothing derogatory about M. M has been.
I don't think M is the vibe. I just threw it in the air just because.
But he's been in my corner since he started. You know what I'm saying? Like, he been giving me love since day one. Like, I got a lot of respect for him. He's really like my man. You know what I'm saying? My little man, like my man.
Facts. Nas,
you know,
Nas,
like my little
Nas
man.
is great.
Nas is amazing. He's from Queens. I mean, you know, Nas could be interesting. You know what I'm saying? But I think that people that like Nas, people that get with Nas is going to get with, they're like into the ink and the writing and the pen, and it's more about that. And I think that he should do that with an artist that people are focused on the pen game.
So you mean Nas and Jay-Z?
Something like that. I think that that's more realistic because I think people that like Nas like his pen game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a different type of thing. I think with me, I think the people that love Nas think about writing, poetry. They think about that. But I think the people that like me, they like rhythm. They like delivery. They like energy. They like vibes. It's a totally different thing. So, you know what I'm saying? But although I would be open to it, but you know, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, I'd be open to it. I mean, I play doing it after anything. Like, it doesn't matter.
Woo!
Okay,
Woo!
it doesn't matter. I play
Woo!
lounging after anything. I mean,
Woo!
what do I care? I play I'm bad after anything. It's not like, you know, he's a writer. You know what I'm saying? In that, like a script writer. You know what I mean? So it's a little different. That's all I'm saying.
Woo!
But, you know, it's
I
all love.
appreciate you, King. This you did.
I
Shout
love you, baby. You
everybody
know that.
tune in to Rock the Bells Radio. Ella's doing
Yeah.
something very dynamic with Rock the Bells Radio. It's a big zone
Yeah.
going
Follow
on.
at Rock the Bells and check us out. Channel 43 Sirius XM Verzuz is in
Thank
it.
you.
Peace and love,
Going
baby. You
back
know
to Cali. Jeez.
that. You know what I mean?
Woo!
Love you,
Love,
baby.
King.
Peace.
Hey, AK, that's the round it up.
Round it up, y'all. It was dinner, but the vibe was crazy.
Huh?
The vibe was sick.
Thank you. But I know what that means. Round it up. I'm with you. All right. I'll talk to you.
All the way up, y'all.
I'll talk to you Monday.
Missy said, "What's up?" Now I'll talk to you tomorrow because we gotta make some big decisions.
Yeah.
All right. And
Thank y'all for watching Verzuz tonight.
Yes. Big zone.
Pin
Somebody said Missy versus Pharrell.
That's a nice one. That's beautiful.
Missy versus Pharrell. Babe,
That's
Missy
so
versus Pharrell.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
Missy versus Pharrell.
Ooh, I like that.
That's beautiful.
I think we're on to something.
All right, brother.
I think we on. Missy said, "Oh heck no." She said, "No VA versus VA." Listen, it's VA celebrating VA.
Word.
That's it.
Tim, I'm gonna leave you to work on that one. VA. That's your
right.
That's your bag.
All right, I got it.
All right.
All right, my brother.
They said Missy versus Kanye. Nah, I like Missy versus Pete.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's a hard one.